On Monday, the Pistons starting five. Glenn Robinson the third. Blake Griffin. Time this season. Giannis missed a game earlier. Tonight, no Chris Middleton, out for underway. Lopez
pushing each team into something they don't want.
The first play for the Bucks typically scripted. Use rebounds tonight.
But he's just a ton all the way around. And you think about Detroit, Jim, with their bigs, the way they play inside. All right, Brogdon.
2-on-2, kick out, Brogdon 3. 43 and 90 for his career. Think about that.
Good shooters, man.
Three-pointer from the corner.
That's a very alert play, as you talked about. Giannis sees all of his teammates.
Three-pointer, Brooks defending Blake Griffin. Bledsoe trying to help out.
Little, they have to come back to practice and say, guys, you got to get stick hand. We have to get to the perimeter.
Giannis drives to score.
That's something the Bucks had changed early in this season.
We've seen that so often over these many years. Blake Griffin takes it in. Bledsoe, strong, quick.
Stanley, welcome to Detroit and Milwaukee and winter. You're not in Arizona anymore.
Blake Griffin.
Chris, as one of the stars, handled that right. That's how you should. Hey, if you're not getting it done, you need to hear it.
Drummond wanted the foul. Bledsoe takes it all the way home. It's interpreted as criticism, and you always have to work through that. Well, little tip back.
Boys, an enjoyable moment for me to talk to him prior to the game. Guess who? And it was pretty good all along.
I asked Darvin Ham about that, and he said, well, Jim, he played for Doc Rivers and with Chris Paul.
Boy, Jim, you can play with these guys, and that doesn't mean you're picking it up. In his case, he did. Yes, sir. Opportunity.
However, the Bucks are the best overall rebounding team. Giannis stays with him. Giannis helps. Kennard able to duck through.
Jim, when you get a double team, if you can kind of fake it and spin it, sometimes they part and go between them.
Dante DiVincenzo
can help in the paint with his size. So he will make a difference in regards to Giannis getting to the basket.
Court. Pachulia very active defensively. He's hitting on everybody in his path. That's the way he plays. Enzo hit 1-3, missed 2 tonight. Reggie Jackson. Steal.
Well, I know DiVincenzo can get up, Jim, but that pass might have been a bit hopeful.
And they start doing the tricks on the really fancy passes, but then they find out how hard it is to be a globetrotter because they're like, I need to some type of different shape.
We can't wait to see you guys December 31st, 1 o'clock here at Fiserv Forum.
Well, that, of course, is a Milwaukee. Reggie Jackson. This is Langston Galloway. Reggie Bullock having an ankle problem for Detroit. Quick burst of speed right by Ish.
Well, Bledsoe is a tremendous penetrator. I've said now 3 times in this game that if Ish is hurting, that's a problem. But that guy, right, man, I mean, he would fly and dunk, and then within 2 years, he was a jump shooter. Found it and made it like that. That often will you shoot long like on his first miss.
At the buzzer, that will have.
Bucks won that battle in the first half, did a great job of not giving up points there.
Block. After a deflection, Blake Griffin deflected, had the pass deflected, and then this is
category.
Detroit, one of the league leaders in second chance points. The Bucks end up with it. Great defense. Bledsoe, little tricky step there.
Does get fouled and gets to the line.
Brogdon can't get the reverse. Guess who cleans it up?
Get one quickly in this period.
Drummond playing high. Yes! Yeah, the foul. Bledsoe
on that. Couldn't connect.
3 back.
I think there's zone.
Jose Calderon. Three-pointer, Blake Griffin.
Well, they went into Drummond at this end a moment ago for just the third post in the game.
Jose Calderon to the middle, kicks it out. Stanley Johnson, he sees 3 defenders, throws a bad pass, picked off by Bledsoe. Eric scores. The Bucks have won the last 2 against Golden State.
Bucks were great that night, Jim.
Connaughton got to the rim. He decided and forced Griffin into a miss.
Well, we've seen Detroit attack their glass a little bit more. Look at that
That's a
transition
nice pass right there. Giannis.
Jim, a couple of things, but the Bucks have done a great job on fast break points, 23-4. So the Bucks getting out and going, and the differential of shooting
on three-pointers. Drive and Giannis just picked up his 4th foul.
Yep. Don't want one right away here.
Giannis flush from Della. He will rise it up in front of us and get set to re-enter. A little wild right here. Turnover.
Now
drive, scoop, score.
Well, some of those guys, Jim, are like yo-yos. Hurt Bucks, back and forth. But it keeps them sharp in the system and ready.
Maker. 10 points, 8 rebounds for Drummond, who averages over 18 points and just under 16 boards.
Done a good job with keeping Drummond engaged each game out the season, especially with Blake Griffin.
Dellavedova, Wilson, and Jalen Morris with 5:23 to play. Christian Wood at the basket. Kyrie Thomas for 3.
Off of the catch, turn, and shoot in rhythm.
Thomas drafted by Philadelphia. DJ Wilson, what a way to start. He knocks down a triple to open his scoring this season. John record 12-2 at home against Golden State here on Friday. Pachulia gives it up for Lure. What a three-way, two-way, three. No, Pachulia got a touch. Lure working hard. Just 110-83 on Monday to Oklahoma City. Tonight, 115-92. The Bucks improved to 16-7. 7-0 after losses. They have yet to drop 2 straight. Eric Bledsoe carries the bulk of the offense.